Hi guys, haven't made a video in a while, sorry about that, but today I want to introduce one of my new friends. This is a C-mount lens, which I use an adapter which came with the lens for. It is a 25mm f-stop 1.4 C-mount lens, and it's really groovy. Now, I ordered this one off eBay, and it came with two little macro rings which are really useful, and they allow you to see things up close, although it totally kills the infinity on this thing. Not that that's ever really a problem, because I never use infinity focus because it just makes things look terrible. But yeah, I like this lens. It's absolutely brilliant. It is... Oops. Oh well, I'll pick that up later. It is a TV lens. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really small, which just goes to show that size doesn't matter. And yeah, basically what happens is you kind of just screw it into your C-mount like so. Which is really groovy. Now, if you're using the F1.4, which is what I'm using, you will find that it is a complete pain in the ass to attach to that camera, although it doesn't seem to have that problem with, say for example, the Lumix G5, which is this one here. And it just sort of goes on like that. Very small, very lightweight, small, compact. It's beautiful. You may need a fork to remove it from your AF100. I've previously shot all of the things on my AF100 and I needed the fork to get it off. But with this one, you just have to twist it off and it's absolutely fine. Now, it won't come with a micro four thirds base thing like this. However, it does, if you can be bothered with the fiddliness of it, come with a cap for both the front and back. Let me just quickly find the front one. There we go. The caps stay on very well. They're nice and secure. You know, they won't come off easily. If you've got a micro four thirds cap, you can just sort of slap that on to the other thing, and that'll stick on reasonably well. It doesn't come off very easily. So that's all well and good. Anyway, I really like this lens. There are several reasons I got it. I needed a good low light lens. I was going to go with the Lumix pancake lens, but then I thought I never use autofocus. Well, I seldom use autofocus. That was a complete and total lie. I hate using autofocus when filming because you got no control over it. And the advantage of using a lens like this is you're not shelling out, say, a couple of £100. I think it's £270 for a Lumix pancake lens, which has got autofocus, which is really good, and I believe that that's a very small focal length. I think it's 17mm, and this is 25mm, which means that basically it's a little bit more, and it's pretty groovy because you've got very good manual control. The near-far thing is kind of confusing as a focus ring because I'm used to my focus rings being up at the front, but the focus ring for this one is actually in the middle between the camera body and the ring which is used to close the lens. I'll just quickly show you that. It's little aperture thing, opening and closing and opening and closing. Isn't that beautiful? I like this lens because basically you can do strange light things with it. It's very good, and I would highly recommend this to anybody who likes messing around with cameras. I'm starting to really like the idea of using C-mount lenses rather than the heavy duty expensive lenses. Main reason being is they're really cheap. The images have got really good quality. Light looks amazing through them. You can do things with light with these babies that you can't do with this. I'll just give you an example. This is an expensive lens, you know, but you just got like nothing coming out of this. It's a pen light. It's beautiful with through this. It looks completely different, and you know, I honestly prefer the look of this kind of film because this is a proper sort of standard film lens. I mean, these were used with the 16mm cameras, the C-mount lenses, so they're pretty good. Anyway, onto the macro lenses, and let's see how this works. Currently working with one macro lens on, and as you can see, there's not really much of a focal range here. I'll just quickly show you a tube of green plasma I was working on earlier. Now this is set to close up at the moment, so I'll just extend that beyond. Oops, got the wrong dial there. Just extending it slightly beyond that, beyond, and it's come loose slightly. And that's about as this is about as far as the focus will go when you're using a single macro ring. Yeah, onto using two macro rings. Okay, we're currently running with the lens with two macro rings on, and as you can probably tell, we are at very, very close to the lens. I'd say this is probably within a couple of centimeters, and you get this beautiful sort of darkened shot. I've not got any gain on using the camera, just increasing gain to show you that this is just the standard gain of 200 which the camera comes with. But yeah, I really kind of like this one. There's not a lot you can do within this focus range, to be honest, but it's really good for sort of close-up. Can't really take any close-up stuff of the eye though and make that look good. But the one good thing that you can get out of this one is you can get this beautiful sort of light effect, which is really, really good for creating special effects. And that's one of the reasons I like using a pen light like this, because you can create such beautiful beautiful effects with it. But yeah, that's with the second macro ring on. And there we are. This is what the lens looks like at 25mm. We're currently running at an ISO of 200, which is standard for this camera. Gonna just go up a little bit and again, and there you have it. That's generally what it's like at 1600. So gonna go back to 200 now. As you can see, the background is nicely out of focus. You can create some really, really good visual looks with this lens. And basically, if for example I want to go and zoom into the background, I just twist the lens and you can go beyond that quite a way. We've got a little bit of vignetting at the edge, but that's not really a problem. I kind of like it because it makes it look kind of retro, and you can crop that out if you're going to shoot in 4:3 and well, reduce it and make it look 4:3, so it doesn't really matter very much. I mainly got the lens because it was my answer to the in-between for something like this, which is the SLR Magic Hyper Prime, which has an f-stop of 0.95. This lens has got an f-stop of 1.4, which is very, very good, and it functions really, really well in pretty much any environment, and it's all you really need. But the reason I got this lens was because I needed something that could do close-ups at night and look good. So we're going to do a couple of tests at night. Hi guys, at the moment I'm shooting myself through the 25mm. As you can probably tell, it's a lot darker outside. At the moment the only light in the room is the source light coming from my computer, and that's it. So basically, if I was to increase the light in the room like that, that's with maximum gain on, and there we go. Well, it's not maximum, but that's 1/600 gain, I believe 800 gain and 200 gain. Anyway, that's ISO, by the way. And so, but yeah, basically I've just turned on my little pen light to show you some of the really cool looking light effects that you can get with this lens. You can't get this with other lenses. Well, you can't get it with the Lumix sort of lenses that I've got. You can't get this beautiful sort of rippling effect thing that you're getting at the side of the screen. It just doesn't look that beautiful. I mean, torches in this light look amazing, absolutely wonderful. I mean, seriously, there's so many beautiful effects that you can get out of this, and it's totally sort of worth just seeing what you can do with it. I mean, you got to admit that's beautiful. It's a really, really good lens. I couldn't recommend it more highly. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to finish the review here. I'm going to say that this is probably the best, probably the best 17 quid I've ever spent. Maybe a little bit more. I think it was 17.95. Best, let's just say best 20 quid I've ever spent. This lens, honestly, I can't see myself not using this a lot in the future. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's using Micro Four Thirds. They currently come with the Micro Four Thirds mount. If not, C lens to Micro Four Thirds mounts are really cheap, a couple of quid each. It's worth picking them up. The only thing I will say is that there is an insane amount of trouble getting them off the AF100, but you can shoot fine using one of these. Just up the gain again. So anything in the Lumix series will be absolutely fine with that, and their inbuilt auto function for things, which you can see very vaguely here. That will deal with any issues regarding light at a much faster and better rate than something like the AF100. The light changing on the Lumix is fantastic for doing night shoots. Anyway, I've rambled far too long. All I can say is that this is a very good purchase. I would highly recommend it to anyone who's using Micro Four Thirds. If you want your stuff to look like it's been shot on a movie or TV camera from the past, you can shoot it through a lens like this and it will look absolutely wonderful. So yeah, it's I can't rate it more highly. I will put a link up to the page which I got it from, so that if you want to, you can order it. And yeah, I hope to be making some more videos soon. I'm really sorry I haven't made a video in a while. If you'd like me to make specific videos about certain different types of things, like what ISO means or anything like that, let me know, that sort of thing. I know you can look it up on Wikipedia, but I could always make more videos, it's all good. Anything to really create, I think. I might be doing some videos on how to design set, because at the moment I'm doing a bit of set design for this abduction scene. You will probably recognise my sort of green stuff from that. Ooh, really cool stuff. But I'm going to be doing more design work on that. It's not hard to create stuff like this, but if you want me to show you how I'm doing it, just like leave a comment or send me a message if you want anything. Anyway, take care, have a good time. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's cool. If you want to send me horrible abusive hate mail, I'd really appreciate it. I need to feel loved at the moment. Anyway, take care, bye, have a lovely day, and you know, get this damn lens.